Most people doing semen retention are going about it completely wrong. If you aren't doing Akhanda brahmacharya, aka God mode or Taoist retention, you are likely walking in the dark. I say this for two reasons. In Akhanda brahmacharya, the focal point of the practice is sexual sublimation. It's not about simply abstaining from ejaculation. True, you do abstain indefinitely on the streak, but the point is the sublimation of the impulses that arise when doing this, not the abstention itself. And for most who practice quote-unquote celibacy or semen retention as the masses do, they think that going XYZ period without ejaculating will be some magnificent task that will lead to a bunch of benefits. That is far from the truth. If you abstain from ejaculation and do not sublimate the impulses and urges that arise when you do so, you may actually simply be creating a bottleneck of energy in your being. That energy will find a way out, and it won't be pretty. Retainers who go about it like this often have negative emotions that take over. They have no plan on how to transmute that energy, and it destroys them, and they end up relapsing, only to blame retention and move back into their miserable existence. That ends here today. If complete sexual sublimation is not the goal, and you are in an at least okay position in life and not overcoming porn addiction, then you are a good candidate for Taoist retention. Today, we will deep dive on how to use the ejaculation frequency schedules and your own body and experience to figure out the best retention plan for yourself. I linked another video at the end on the actual frequency schedules, so you can watch that and pick one if you are new to Taoist retention. Don't go about this in the dark. Be sure to like, subscribe, and all the bells and whistles so you can stay up to date with our content, and we'll definitely continue to release more videos like this one. Semen retention is a practice that many have embraced for its numerous benefits. Those who engage this practice often discover that they can channel their energy into personal and professional pursuits, resulting in enhanced productivity and creativity. Additionally, retention can lead to a deeper understanding of oneself, helping individuals to create a more balanced approach to life. As a result, many see it as a way to elevate their overall quality of life. On this channel, we teach two specific paths for semen retention: Akhanda brahmacharya and Taoist retention. Akhanda brahmacharya is the sublimation of all your sexual impulses in word, thought, and deed. This focuses on the sublimation of sexual energy in all aspects of life, emphasizing the importance of transforming urges into creative and spiritual energy. This approach encourages practitioners to embrace a life of discipline and self-control. Taoist retention, on the other hand, offers a more balanced perspective by incorporating ejaculation frequency schedules and alchemical tactics used to transmute urges that occur between sexual encounters. This allows for a balanced sex life while still retaining energy. Both paths provide unique strategies for individuals seeking to harness their sexual energy for personal growth and fulfillment. Taoist retention is a practice that emphasizes balance and mindfulness while incorporating sublimation techniques. Just because you are sexually active doesn't mean that you have to sit around lusting all the time. In fact, there are various tactics you can use to help transform and manage those impulses that arise between sexual encounters. Techniques like the microcosmic orbit and testicle breathing play a crucial role in channeling your sexual energy effectively when urges occur. These practices help you to cultivate awareness and control your thoughts and feelings. For instance, if you're sitting in a class, but your mind is preoccupied with sexual thoughts, you won't be fully present or balanced. The only time you can truly be present and focused on sex is when you're actually engaging in it. Living by these principles not only enhances your sexual experiences, but also promotes mindfulness in all areas of your life. When you master this balance, you'll find that you perform better in your studies, work, and personal relationships, leading to a more fulfilling overall life. Many people who practice semen retention mistakenly believe that simply refraining from ejaculation is enough. Without sublimation, they may find themselves stuck in a cycle of pent-up negative energy and emotions. If you're going to abstain 100%, then do it right. Do God mode. It's essential to either practice sexual sublimation effectively, or if you don't want to do that, then do Taoist retention and allow yourself to have a balanced sex life. This then raises the important question of how often one should ejaculate. Since fapping is disastrous for your well-being, it's crucial to find another way to release that energy. If you're not in a position where you have women in your life, I recommend committing to a 6-month God mode rewire. This approach allows you to elevate your position in life so that you can eventually attract loads of women easily. In today's world, any man who has his life together can easily attract partners, whether he's in a committed relationship or not. For those who do have women in their lives, the question of how often to ejaculate becomes crucial. Luckily for you, Taoists have spent millennia refining various ejaculation frequency schedules to guide you. These schedules take into account various factors, including age, energy levels, seasons of the year, and the ratio of ejaculations to sexual encounters. Here's a quick recap on the different ejaculation frequency schedules that you can consider, each tailored to various factors. I dive deeper into these in the video linked at the end, but so as to not leave you completely in the dark, here's a summary. One schedule focuses on age. Younger individuals typically have more energy and may find that ejaculating more frequently suits them. Another focuses on the seasons of year. Some practitioners feel more energetic during specific seasons. In the spring and summer, you might choose to increase the frequency. Conversely, in fall and winter, you may prefer to decrease it more to conserve energy. Another schedule focuses on the number of times you ejaculate in relation to sexual encounters. Again, the specific frequencies and a deep dive are presented in the linked video, but for this video's purpose, it's essential to pay attention to how your body responds. Listen to your energy and adjust your ejaculation frequency based on how you feel. The key is finding a rhythm that supports your overall well-being. These schedules are helpful starting points, but remember, the individual experiences will vary. It's important to recognize that they have been developed over centuries and are great starting points, but should not be seen as strict rules. Experiment with one or multiple schedules and listen to your body's signals to find the right balance. This approach will help you dial in your practice for optimal energy management and fulfillment. Experience is knowledge, and this applies to everything in life. As you pick your schedule and dial it in, and fast forward 6 months or so on your retention journey, you will feel in flow almost always. Sexual urges will be rare, and they will start to rise around your ejaculation time, and when you release, you will go back in flow. The ones that arise in between are to be sublimated effectively, and by doing this, you will be mindful and in balance at all times. The goal is to get to this point. If when you're dialing this in, the urges start to occur more frequently, and/or you are not in balance, you need to adjust slowly and test to see how you react. But those new to retention who have addictive tendencies and have not done the God mode rewire, heed this warning. You don't want to over-expel and dictate to yourself erroneously that your frequency schedule is 100 times a day. Do not simply expel on urges. If you're in this weak position, I suggest you do a complete God mode rewire for 6 months before graduating into Taoist retention, because you likely don't even know the difference between balance and simply calming nervous impulses that are occurring out of addictive tendencies. What I'm saying is that it will be easy for one in that position to mistake the relief of nervous itching that occurs in orgasm addiction to the balance that is achieved in Taoist retention. So proceed with caution. Another valuable teaching for fine-tuning your training is learning to orgasm without ejaculation. This practice can help you gauge your current ejaculation frequency. If, for example, you find it challenging to achieve orgasm without ejaculation, it's a strong indication that you might be releasing too frequently. However, this approach, again, is not recommended for newcomers, as it may lead to confusion and frustration. For those who are already familiar with Taoist retention and are training to separate orgasm from ejaculation, this insight can serve as a useful tool. It emphasizes the importance of listening to your body and adjusting your frequency schedule as needed. Ultimately, your ability to experience orgasm without ejaculation can reflect your overall balance and mastery in managing your sexual energy. We strongly recommend that you don't start dialing in your frequency schedule until you have chosen one and followed it consistently for the last 6 months. This period allows you to establish a solid foundation for your practice and helps ensure that any adjustments you make are rooted in achieving balance rather than simply giving in to fleeting desires. By committing to a single schedule for this duration, you'll gain a better understanding of your body's signals and responses, which will guide you in making thoughtful modifications later on. This disciplined approach fosters a deeper connection with your energy management and personal growth, paving the way for a more fulfilling experience. Everyone, heed this warning. If you skip this step and allow yourself to develop a habit of breaking your chosen schedule for fleeting desires, you're going to find it very challenging to practice Taoist retention successfully. This pattern of releasing whenever you feel the urge will lead you right back to the same position you were in when you began this journey. True Taoist retention involves discipline and self-control, and without establishing a strong foundation, you may struggle to harness your energy effectively. Ultimately, building the right habits is crucial for long-term success and fulfillment in your retention practice. For those who have practiced for 6 months, it's time to start dialing in your ejaculation frequency schedule. This step is crucial. While the provided schedules work for many, they may not be the perfect fit for you. Experience is essential in Taoist retention, and everything else in life for that matter. Consider how exercise and scientific studies operate. Research is often conducted on populations, and inferences and conclusions are drawn based off of those results. However, these findings may not apply to every individual. They apply to a population. Just because a specific workout or diet plan yields results for the general population doesn't mean it will work for you on your journey to getting ripped. To achieve stellar results, you should use the exercises or diet as a starting point and then adjust it based on your personal experience and your body's reaction. As you progress from being fit to very fit, let's say developing a 4-pack for instance, you may need to tweak your diet and exercise routine even more to suit your needs and move on to a 6-pack. Similarly, in retention, you will utilize your awareness of balance and imbalance to fine-tune your practice. By paying attention to your body and adjusting accordingly, you can discover what truly works for you and maximize the benefits of Taoist retention. So, as you continue on your Taoist retention journey, remember that finding the right balance is key. Commit to a chosen ejaculation frequency schedule for at least 6 months and focus on sublimating your sexual energy effectively. For those who want a deep dive on the schedules or those who are new to Taoist retention, check this video out. Use your experiences to fine-tune your approach and listen to your body's signals. This practice is about more than just moderating ejaculation. It's about cultivating mindfulness, discipline, and self-control. By doing so, you can elevate your overall quality of life, enhance your personal growth, and harness your sexual energy for fulfillment. Keep experimenting and adjusting as needed, and you'll discover what works best for you on this transformative path.